everyone, welcome to another interesting episode of Munchies and Thoughts. My name is Phathanani, I am your chef. Today, I'm joined by two handsome men in the kitchen. My goodness, I'm joking. Please introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from?
Hi everyone, my name is Stereotypes. I'm originally from Mamelodi, born in Mamelodi, but currently residing in Centurion.
Okay, yeah. You are welcome in the kitchen.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Hello everyone, my name is Casey Sotole. I'm also originally from Mamelodi and I'm very happy to be here.
Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm happy to have you guys. Yeah. As you all know, today we are looking some of the challenges that gay men are facing in our country. And in this kitchen, we got a fish bowl. In this fish bowl, it's got topics where you guys, myself, we need to pick up a topic, and that topic will be driving the show. Are you guys ready?
Yes,
we're ready.
Absolutely.
Who's gonna pick up the topic?
Do you wanna go?
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay. Do I read it now?
Please read that topic for us.
Okay.
I can see it, Mr. Darling.
Okay, what are the three main things that you want and wish and hope everyone should know about being a gay man? This is from other gay men you have spoken to and have engaged with. What's their feelings, worries, and hurts? If you could go to Parliament today to make a law, which law would you make?
Wow. That's so interesting.
It is.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to learn from you guys.
Okay.
But as you all know, that I'm a chef and I invited you guys to come in my kitchen and you guys agreed. I decided to prepare something simple but beautiful.
Okay.
This meal, it's only 25 minutes. You can try in your house. You can try with your partner if you do have one. So yeah, this is a yellowtail fish. We call this fish a yellowtail. And then I'm gonna boil my baby potatoes. And I'm gonna fry. This is gourget. You can also use cucumber. I'll be using garlic butter. I've got 2 spoons of olive oil. I've got lemon juice. And I've got the black pepper, as well as I love pink sauce, guys. And I've got the seafood mix. So I will be starting with my yellowtail fish. So I'm gonna spice it. But before that, while I'm busy spicing this, maybe you can just, any of you, give us an overview what we'll be talking. You already heard, because we are looking some. We're not looking all of them, guys. Some of the challenges that gay men are facing in our country. So it's not that we know all of them, but what is so any of you, while I'm busy here, because I need to who's gonna I'll start.
I think one of my personal big one is having to be a young gay man in South Africa not being able to be integrated into the religious sector. So the church does not identify or accept anyone who identifies as not straight. Personally, I've gone through that. That's a story for another day. Where the church will then, discriminate against you or either kick you out of church. If I had to then make a law, obviously there's already a law in South Africa where every person in South Africa is allowed to worship at any given place, and they are allowed.
This is going far. I don't want this to go far. Over to you, sir. No, we come there.
No, I don't
want you to. Okay, come up, understand. Over to you, sir.
I think the biggest thing is mental health for the gay community, and it goes out for the broader LGBTQ community. Mental health is a big problem, and a lot of times it goes undiagnosed because a lot of us are scared to be called crazy. But you can't be rejected all your life and be okay.
No, you can't.
You know what I mean? So a lot of us are struggling with mental health, and we are afraid to get help.
Okay, guys, this is beautiful. Let's cook now. So yes, guys, the food is coming alright. Are you guys enjoying the cheese?
This is amazing.
This is beautiful.
Okay. How about me? Okay, guys, the food is coming alright. I hope you guys are ready. But now let's go deeper to the topic.
As I've said earlier on, when we were starting the show, is that I wish that there'd be a more integration with the church. And when I mean the church, I mean the whole church body. And I don't mean just Christians, but I mean just everyone. The Christians, the Catholics, the Catholics, everyone would be inclusive in terms of the LGBTQI+. I haven't I'm a pastor's kid, yes, having grown up in the church, I then realized that there's a lot of discrimination when you come out as being part of the LGBTIQ plus, and even when you're at church, you must dress mindfully. You can't dress as how you want to express yourself as a person. You can't express yourself within the church as a lesbian, as a gay person, as a transsexual. You know?
Okay.
And it becomes very hard for you to even worship within the church, where this takes me back to when I came out.
Yeah.
So I came out to my pastor, and when I came out to my pastor,
Sorry, your pastor or your father? Remember you said you are a pastor's...
my pastor's kid. It's a bit of an intricate situation how this whole thing is.
Okay.
But we belonged to a bigger body of a church.
Okay.
My mother is the pastor.
Okay.
And we belong to a bigger body of a church.
Okay.
So in this bigger body of a church, we had what we call a senior pastor, who was the deciding pastor.
Okay.
So he'd be the one preaching every Sunday.
Okay.
So my dad passed on, came out to my mom. When I came out to my mother, then my mom didn't know how to deal with having a gay child. She didn't understand. So the first person that she could go to was this pastor, because he was not just only a residing pastor, he was my father's friend, you know?
Oh my gosh.
So...
sorry. Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a lot. So came out to him as well. And when the Sunday, I remember, I will never forget that day. That Sunday, it was in 2013. That Sunday, I usually sat in the front row. That Sunday, I was sitting with two of my friends. But you know, when the pastor started preaching, I could hear with Norman, Lomfundis Ushumaila ngani, uyayibona? And Ushumaila ngalo engimtshele wona part kwevi, you understand? And he then went on to say, I will not accept offering, I will not accept tithe from anyone in this church who identifies as gay.
You see, things we are experiencing.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that I wish the church could understand, Uti, in as much as they feel they have the right, because they feel they have the right to Christ.
Okay.
And Tina, we don't, right?
You just mentioned that they feel they have a right to Christ.
Yeah.
And Tina, we don't.
And we don't. Okay.
My having to interact with my friends and a lot of other members of the LGBTQI plus, I'm not just going to say gay, but in general, because there was a point where we had a couple of lesbian ladies in the church, but they were not accepted because they openly identified to be lesbian. So my feel and my wish is that the church could accept us as part of the body of Christ, you know.
Wow.
And as much as they are there, we also want to be there.
Wow. Babugele Makaya, I hope you are learning from Usfiso in the kitchen. I just love what you just said, Sfiso Oguti. We wish, I'm not going to say we, because we are all in this journey, we are all in this fight, and we're not blaming people here.
No, we're not.
We just want people to understand and learn. You know, you just spoke about the body of Christ.
Yes.
You know, I love Christ because Christ died for all of us.
Exactly.
And he never differentiates or say usfiso upathanani ukesi. Jesus usfelele sonke be celebrate Easter long time ago.
Exactly.
Because he is like sins. Sins doesn't mean ukuthi wenze isini encane enkulu whatever. But anyway, over to you. Discuss this. Yeah.
The main things, you know, that we want people to know is safety for the gay man, for the lesbian woman, for the trans woman is a huge concern in South Africa.
Yeah.
We are being killed every day. I mean, we just came out of the last 2 weeks where literally 3 people were butchered to death purely because of their sexuality. You know what I mean? And that is horrible. That means that you do not see us as human, right? So it's definitely safety that we all want to use. I mean, the Constitution protects us, but without the Constitution, even with the Constitution there, it still needs to boil down to the ground level where we can walk freely in the location and not fear for our lives. You know, not fear for somebody to stab you because you looked at them, you know. And then the other thing, as I mentioned earlier, is mental health, right? Because, and health in general, actually. because a lot of us find ourselves in very precarious situations and we're afraid to go to the clinic because we're afraid of being judged. The nurses are going to say something nasty or they're going to just come out and treat you like this circus, right? So health, safety, and just, the economy, right? A lot of, in as much as there's this thing that, gay guys are rich or have money, those that are not, and those that are able to buy their way through life, find themselves, being forgotten and literally getting the worst in terms of service, in terms of health, in terms of just getting ahead. They find it that much harder to go to an interview because people are going to look at them. They will judge them before they even hear what's in their minds. So that for me is.
I also love what Casey is saying. You mentioned judgment.
Yes.
But I want to differ now. What are three main things you want and wish and hope everyone should about being a gay man? I want to differ. I understand the question very well. And I understand what you both said.
Okay.
And you mentioned very, very important things. But we should not forget about us as gay people as well.
Yes.
How we approach things.
Okay.
Personally, I think our view is mainly perspective from the past. Let's just take a simple example, such as apartheid. Okay. So everything that happens in this country is derived from the apartheid. So everything is CNI, whether it's related to the apartheid or not. But we are going to find a way to link it to apartheid. Unemployment. We are going to link it to apartheid. The issue of housing in our country will link it to apartheid. So the biggest thing is that we also as gay people is that we've lived so long. Our forefathers have lived for so long in the closet, having to be discriminated. If you were to ask, when I came out to my parents,
sorry, I just love what you're saying now. Discrimination.
Yes.
One thing, we need to be honest.
Yes.
We don't need just to look one part and forget the other part, or look at the straight people and forget about us.
Yes, every sector, every professional sector has its own ombudsman, right? Which basically...
Do we have one?
We should. We should, right? Because journalists have an ombudsman that looks at journalists and it regulates a journalist's behavior, right? We have SICA as an accountant. We have SICA that looks at accountants. Not to say that this is a profession, but just it's an analogy. Right? Gay people or the LGBTQ community, we need to look at ourselves and the discrimination that we pose on our fellow community, right? We discriminate. Being somewhat effeminate gay man, that is the first thing. That is a source of discrimination, right? If you do not drive a certain car, live in a certain place, have a certain amount of money in your bank account, we discriminate based on that. If you do not look a certain way, if you are not dead skinny, and I'm very passionate about this because I'm not skinny, right? But it's one of the things when people look at me, they judge me based on that. They're like, oh no, you're not my type, right? And that's fine, but don't use it against me that you are fat, therefore you do not deserve to be with anyone. You do not deserve to be in love or with a partner. We do it. There's a lot of discrimination that happens within the community. We
actually are trying to break the stereotypes, amongst us as the LGBTQI plus people. Is that there was a time where we tried to break down a stereotype that says gays and lesbians aren't really, they don't really get along. So we had someone who is lesbian and she came and sat with us and we spoke to her about why do you think that we can't relate to you? And she asked us questions as to why does she think that she can't relate to us as well. So we are very passionate about breaking down those stereotypes. And once you break down our stereotypes, then discrimination then falls away. The thing is, we are living in a world where stereotypical life is accepted, okay? Where it's okay to be a gay who's not into the straight and butch or whatever, or the manly type, or I'm into the feminine, more sissy boy kind of a boy, you know, or I'm into the butch lesbian, or I'm into the more feminine lesbian, you know. So we are there to educate the other. If we can't educate ourselves, our peers, but we must educate the next generation to say this is not a way of life. Because this is a place where we need to be accepted and we need to feel safe. But if you get into a place and you don't even feel safe, what is the point of coming into this community? You might as well stay with the judgmental church and stay in the closet, or in your community and stay in the closet, rather than to come out to us.
And then that's the problem, right? You come out of the closet and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to be embraced by this community. And then you get in there and, you know, they look at what you're wearing and they're like, oh, you can't sit with us. And they look at you and you're like, oh, you're size 36 or
okay, thank you. I am still presenting the show. Like now they're taking over. But you know what, I love what you guys are saying. And I've got a question before the food is coming right.
Okay, it smells beautiful. Yes,
thank you so much. Right now, guys, please, I want you to assist me on this question because I'm gay.
Okay.
Yes. You understand?
Yeah.
And going back to when you were like giving your experiences, guys, it was not easy for me to come out as a gay man.
Okay.
That's one thing you need to know. I'm from KZN. I was raised by a single parent. I'm a firstborn at home. I came to Pretoria to study. I had to hide who I am. And I found myself in relationship where I did mention to your show. Guys, these people, they've got a show on Facebook. Please follow them. The THOLES, right?
Yes.
They Fridays, 7 o'clock, they talk and talk and talk and talk and reply to me. So I was in the situation where I found, like, guys, I always say being gay, it's huge. You need to understand. Uguti gay, it's not gay, you just gay. You need to understand who you are, where you form. I'm not trying to make it as an object or as an event.
Okay.
So I came to Pretoria to study. I was very young, and then I had to date. I used to date men that are married.
Okay.
Like I'll never hide that to anyone.
Okay.
Except my kids.
But you know they'll probably see this like 10 years later.
No, I don't mind. Remember, they're still young. I will have a chance to sit down with them and explain.
Okay, sure.
Because it's not that I need to explain my life to them, but I need to put them, because right now, daddy is something else. So I don't want them to be in a situation like where you guys were talking about the bullying yesterday on the show. I don't want them when that moment come and then they are being bullied. So it's better if I prepare them now.
Okay, sure.
So I dated, like when I come to Pretoria, guys, that you can check Phathanani wherever. You know, I dated them, married, I even dated a professor at university. Because, you know, reason thing, because I was hiding myself. I didn't want other gay guys to see me as one of them. But the only relationship that was nice from this one is when I was dating Professor, because he was thinking of me, buying me shoes. I love sneakers. But the other relationships, they were very abusive. And then when they are abusive, I can't talk to you as my friend or him. Because I already said, you know what, I'm dating this caliber because I don't want to be seen as a gay man. And it was very painful. My friends know, and they will always say things. I'm like, no, it's okay.
Okay.
I remember when I went home, I called my mom. I was like, Mama, I need to talk to you. I'm like, why? I'm like, Mama, do you watch Generation Senzo and Jason?
Yeah.
She watched it, and I'm like, yeah. Gary, what will you say if I tell you I'm one of them? It's like, I I will accept it. Let's play it, guys, and eat. Yeah, but that's what happened. And but today I stand in front of you. There is no one or whoever now, and it's going back before that, guys. Me being okay, no, I'll get it. But going back, Puti, right now, I know exactly who I am. And it's going through the discrimination as well. Where I want to ask you guys a question. The way I look, the way I dress, the way I walk, where I work, what I'm driving, does that say I'm top, I'm bottom, I'm vest? I want to understand that. I will repeat. The way I walk, the way I dress, the way I look, where I work, what I'm driving. Lento le ingenza ukuthi kwabanye abantu ukuthi bottom le. Versatile. I want to understand that. Guys, can we, like, before we can eat, I think you're not gonna eat my food.
Oh my God. What you're doing, you are introducing a topic that we must talk about. Probably on our own platform.
Okay.
But I think because of going back to stereotype,
okay,
amongst the LGBTQI plus, sorry, to a level and an extent, it is a factor. So I think when I really embraced who I was and I kind of understood, okay, you know, I'm gay, I dressed a certain way when I was younger. I mean, I wasn't flamboyant, but I was not shying in color. I was there. I had a lot of color on me. I think at my church at that time, I was the first person to wear skinny jeans.
Me too.
When the skinny jeans came out, I was like, I'm getting a pair. You know, I got a pair of skinny jeans. I wore the loudest color ever because I thought that is what gay is. You know, and having to do that, I was treated a certain way. You know, to say, okay, but you're not straight enough. I remember my then, who is my ex now, when I used to have very long dreadlocks. He would say to me, when you come to visit me, do not tie my dreadlocks because they were very long. And when you come and anyway, because, and I'm like, oh, okay. So that insinuated that I was bottom, you know, and for long dreadlocks, skinny jeans, and this was 2012, 2011, somewhere there. Okay. So I was judged by what I wore and how I carried myself. And because at that time, it wasn't my car, it was my mother's car, but because I was driving, at that point in time, a lot of very feminine gay people were seen as being the ones who are more money.
Yes, and giving.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
No. That's why I'm asking this question, Casey, because
but it's true.
What Cinnamon is saying, and I wanted to, because sometimes when I'm raising such things, they will see me as this arrogant person. Because nonsense is nonsense.
But the thing is, it's true.
It is.
And what we are about as the THOLES is that we want to speak about those things that people don't want to speak about. Because this is one of them. And it's not just about straight people looking into us, but it's also about the gay people. Top Magabona driver imoto. And I think, okay, good car. He dressed well. He probably has a 65 pair of shoes. And he is bottom.
Because before I come to you, let's put straight people aside. They are treating us because that's how we treat
each other. Exactly.
Sometimes we will be fighting and having this petition against somebody. Guys, us first. Back to you, sir.
And you know, I mean, what you're saying right now, I mean, it goes back to what I said about, you know, the myth about gay men, but particularly, well, it is there. So to the straight world, it's gay men. Have money, right? But to the in the community, it is bottoms have money, right? And that is used, you know, when gay tops use that, they're like, okay, you want this, you want all of this, pay, give me money,
Gay
take
for
care
pay,
of
right?
me.
You know what? I just wanted to understand because, guys, I feel like at times, like, don't judge me if you don't know me.
Exactly.
Don't label me if you don't know me. Don't say things if you never sit down with me
and have a talk.
Okay, right now you know me because you're watching my show and you're sitting with me here. But doesn't mean how I look. I know I walk like a girl.
Yeah.
But don't come and say I'm a bottom, I'm a top, I'm a versatile until I sit down with you.
And
if I propose you, and then we talk, and that's a private conversation.
Exactly.
Between me and you. And so I think our fellow brothers and sisters, they should stop doing that. And then the moment they can stop doing that, our fellow brothers who are straight people, they will take us to us. Let's play, guys. I hope you're ready. So guys, this is a beautiful meal. I hope you guys are enjoying it.
This looks absolutely stunning.
It's
the presentation is also just brilliant.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So how long does it take for this for you to prepare this meal?
This meal, 25 minutes will be done. This is a yellowtail, and you must be careful. There are a little bit of bones on it, but this meal is just 25 minutes. Because yellowtail is just 10 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. And then I'm gonna go get it like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna say so. 10 minutes. You are done. So let's go back. Business ready. Yeah. Be careful of the bones. They are not a lot, but they are there.
We are very much fortunate to be able to engage with gay men of different age groups or different generations. You know. I think one of the biggest one that they are facing is having to come out, because coming out, as we spoke about your own coming out experience, and we've shared I've shared my coming out experience as well. So coming out and basically fear of the unknown after having to come out.
Let me get a side plate. Carry on.
Yes, fear of the unknown, having to come out. How is the community going to accept you? How's the family going to accept you? I think that's one I've encountered. And on a general, having to mix with older generation is them having to now, they're established, they've come out to their families, but now they want to start a family. So how do I start a family with another man, you know? Because you don't know whether it's this man is going to be there for the long haul. Again, it's the fear of the unknown. You don't know if this person is going to be with you for a very long time, or they'll bail out on you once you've made the life-changing decision of having to adopt, or whether to surrogate, or whether to physically go and make another child with another woman, you know? So those things are, well, in my opinion, I've heard a lot of gay men are saying.
The younger generation that's coming out a lot more different than we do. You know what I mean? Like, they come out as soon as they are 18, they come out. In fact, some of them would have never even been in the closet. They're just confirming it to their parents, who are somewhat in denial. But, you know, definitely, I mean, some of the things that we've spoken about are, you know, grow this family, right? And a lot of us have looked into various ways in which we can build a family or grow our families, and we've looked into fostering. Some people have looked into surrogacy, and it's so expensive. It literally excludes a large population of not just, you know, the LGBTQ community, but everyone, just over 350,000 rands. Surely, you know, a lot of people are not going to be able to afford it. So that is one of the biggest things, and obviously, you know, fighting stereotypes and making sure that the family that I bring into, you know, the new age family is going to be accepted. Is your child going to survive in a school where, you know, the other kids have one mom, one dad, or just one mom? Now you are coming here with your two dads that create a bed for, you know, for bullying, for mental health, and you know, those are the things that we, you know, a lot of gay men who are now becoming full-grown members of the community and integrating into a community that are facing.
Yo! But it's okay. I've got a daughter
Yes.
who is 6 years old. I've got a child that I'm also raising, fostering, who is my sister. I've I've got that all my kids because I'm raising them. And there was a time I sat down with my sister because she's 15, she's probably 16. I said to her, because remember, it's what you just mentioned. So the difference, like, I'm not a father or a mother to my sister. I am a brother. You understand? But I'm gay. Some people, they say we've got a disease. It's okay. It's a story for another day. We'll deal with it when we get there. So I sat down with her. I said to her, you know what, man? One thing that I want you to have it in mind. I am your brother. No matter what.
Exactly.
So it's going back what I was asking you guys earlier on. The top, the bottom, the versatile, or whatever you can call it. So I said to my sister, I am your brother, and I will always be your brother. Even my siblings, they know I am a brother to them. Me being gay doesn't make me
Less of a brother.
yes, because whatever that a straight man can do, I can do it as well.
True.
At the same time, my child, she knows. I was not staying with her, but I decided to stay with her now. She knows one thing good. If there's anything I need, my dad will be there. Even if my dad don't have money, my dad. Like if there's a meeting at school, my dad, I can leave wherever I am to attend it. If I need to pay something, she knows. Not that I've got money, but I'm showing her. So, okay, I never discuss my sexuality with her. Anyway, we don't need to discuss our sexuality with anyone. As long as when you know who you are.
Exactly.
And then your part is like going back to the top and the bottom and you don't need to discuss with the whole world. As long as I can discuss with you as my partner and you, then I'm done. But guys, this is so beautiful. Because we've been talking about this, can we go to the, but I want the law to go at the end. Can you pick the second topic and then that one will go at the end? How is that? Okay. Shake. Okay, before that, rate my plate.
Your plate. Okay.
Wrong person. That I asked.
Why is it? Why is it the wrong person?
Why like? So whatever you're gonna say, it's a lie. I'm coming to you. I'm done with you.
Okay.
I'm done with you. I did say that you had me already. You.
I'm enjoying the fish. It's tender, it's tasty, full of flavors. I can taste all the flavors.
Okay.
The potato and the
Coquette.
The coquette.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that we
The one
understand.
that looks like a cucumber. Beautiful textures. I'm enjoying this, and obviously with the wine as well going together, it's just.
Siwela, guys, Siwela.
And I love the wine too. It's a beautiful wine. Thank you, Suela. Thank you.
Thank you, Cinnamon.
So the question I have here